What's up, guys? This is Nathan, ThatAlbumReviewerGuy, and I'm here with the first episode of my new series, I'm Gonna Rank It. Yes, the name is obviously a reference to Wreck-It Ralph, and it's obviously going to be a series in which I rank things. I decided to kick off the series with an idea that, to my knowledge, nobody has ever tried before, as I'll be ranking all of the songs that reached number 1 on the Billboard Alternative Chart in 2019. Now remember, this is a subjective list, so these rankings are based on my own personal opinions. With all that out of the way, we have 16 songs to get through, so let's rank all the 2019 Billboard Alternative number 1 songs. This is mostly at the bottom because I'm tired of this song, but even when I first heard it, I wasn't a big fan. I'm not that big of a Panic at the Disco fan in general, but I do respect Brendon Urie as a performer. That being said, I can't help but feel like High Hopes is just a watered-down version of the Panic at the Disco sound. Not just because it's a pop song, as a matter of fact I like some of their more pop-oriented songs, but nothing stands out about High Hopes, and it only took me 2 or 3 listens before this song started to get on my nerves.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy, just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy.
Here's another smash hit that I'm not the biggest fan of. I've already said that Billie Eilish is hit or miss for me, and Bad Guy is a huge miss. This song is so weird and grating. I can't stand the filters placed over Billie's voice, and whenever I hear the instrumental, I can't help but think of We Are Number 1 from Lazy Town. I guess this song is supposed to be satirical, but I find no enjoyment in this song personally. It's a taste that I just haven't acquired. Speaking of tastes I haven't acquired, Coldplay is a band that I've never really gotten into, outside of maybe 1 or 2 songs. Orphans doesn't do a whole lot for me outside of the instrumentation toward the end of the song, but I don't like the boom clap chants in the intro and outro, nor am I a fan of Chris Martin's vocals on this track. I haven't heard this album in full, but after listening to Orphans a few times, I really have no interest. Mumford & Sons have always just been there as far as I'm concerned. Their music doesn't have a lot of substance to it, and Guiding Light is no exception. It's your standard run-of-the-mill Mumford & Sons track. The vocals sound nice enough, but other than that, there's really nothing here. The song is bland, and it has little to no replay value. I'll preface this by saying I'm not a huge fan of the original Sublime song, but this isn't a terrible cover. Lana Del Rey manages to make the song her own without taking everything that makes Doin' Time what it is away from it. That being said, the cover's still kinda boring. I've always found Lana's music to be on the dull side, and while this is one of the more favorable cuts I've heard from her, it's still not all that interesting.
Wait, if I'm on fire, how am I so deep in love?
I have no idea how this song managed to blow up the way it did. Trampoline is a simple and repetitive song, but it's also catchy, so I guess I'll give them that. The song has a solid rhythm, but it loses me in the bridge when they decided to replace actual lyrics with whistling and la 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 la's. Trampoline has a strong enough foundation, but they don't build off of it, and even though this song became big, I don't see too many people remembering it 5 years from now.
Did you know me when I was younger than I could take the whole world with me?
I have a weird relationship with the Lumineers. I don't mind hearing their music outside of Ho Hey, and I even like 1 or 2 of their songs, but I usually never love them or hate them. Gloria is no different. By this point, the Lumineers have a set formula, and I haven't heard anything from them that deviates from that. Gloria has some catchy hooks, and I like the guitar work on this song well enough, but at the end of the day, again, this isn't one that really sticks in my head. Low High has a solid enough guitar tone, and the rhythm is groovy, bluesy, and funky. This song has a little bit of a ZZ Top vibe to it. The chorus is nothing special though, and as far as the Black Keys go, this isn't their biggest standout track. Not that I've ever been a big fan of them. I hate sounding like a broken record, but I guess it is what it is.
Crisscrossed in the wrong direction.
Missed Connection is a bit of an earworm if I'm being honest. The song has an infectious rhythm, and I like the different inflections on the vocal delivery from the verses to the chorus. The backing vocals are solid enough too. They don't really add much to the song, but they don't detract from it either. Overall, this is a serviceable song from the head and the heart. Cringe also has quite the earworm effect for some reason. It has that folk pop style that's become popular during the 2010s, but I still like Matt Mason's vocal delivery. It also has a nice rhythm to it, and for some reason I really enjoy the backing vocals toward the end of the track. This certainly isn't the strongest song that's topped the alternative chart in the past year, but I'd say it deserves its spot right around here in the middle.
What do you want from me? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you...
I talked about a miss song from Billie Eilish earlier in the video, and now I'm talking about a hit song. Now obviously I don't mean hit as in the more popular song because that would be Bad Guy, but I mean for my own preference. I much prefer Bury a Friend. It has a catchy yet haunting nature to it, which is what Bad Guy felt like it was trying to do, but that song only feels dark and brooding in the last 30 seconds. With Bury a Friend, however, it's much more consistent. Sure, this song also has that big drop and gets even darker, but I feel like that fits the tone of this song much more. I enjoy the chorus and the beat of this track, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I think this should have been the bigger hit. That's just me though.
At the motel, under street lights in the city of palms.
I don't know what it is about this song that I like so much. 3 Nights is an alternative hip-hop meets indie pop track with a rather infectious rhythm and chorus. I also like the intro of the song for some reason. It just strikes me as fun and enjoyable. Then again, I could say that about the whole song. I think the singing on this track is a little stronger than the rapping, neither of which are groundbreaking, but I always enjoy hearing this song. I don't know if Dominic Fike will ever top the chart again, but even if he doesn't, I'm glad this song saw some success.
Don't you worry, baby. No sense trying to change it. I'ma strike these matches.
Cage the Elephant started the year with this blues-style track, and it's one that I find myself enjoying more with each listen. I'm a fan of the instrumentation on this track, as well as the catchy hook on here. Ready to Let Go is very rhythmic, and it's a song that is a great example of what Cage the Elephant can do. I've said before that I'm not a big 21 Pilots fan. In fact, I don't even like most of the stuff I've heard from them. But in 2019, I actually found a couple 21 Pilots songs that I like. Really like, in fact. And The Hype is one of them. The intro immediately reels me in with the keys and synth tones, as well as the steady drum beat, and the song moves along smoothly from there. I even enjoy the vocals on this track, and I'm usually not a big fan of Tyler Joseph's voice. If 21 Pilots put out more songs like this, I might believe The Hype a little more. I just talked about social cues on my top 50 songs of 2019 video, so I don't want to dwell on this song too long. I enjoy the poppier production on this track, as well as the groovy instrumentation. Not to mention, this track has an insanely catchy hook. This is my personal favorite song off the new Cage the Elephant album, and I thought it might have topped this list, but there was one other #1 song that I had to consider. This is the one, guys. This is the first 21 Pilots song that I can say I truly and fully enjoyed. This has that alternative hip-hop meets indie rock style that 21 Pilots have done many times before, but it works for me here. It might be because Tyler doesn't try those odd vocal inflections that he tends to do on a lot of 21 Pilots songs, which is a detractor for me. On this song though, the vocals sound great. I also love the rhythm and beat of this song. It progresses so well through its near 5.5-minute runtime. I love the chorus, and I really enjoy the last part of the song where the tempo changes and the vocal filters used on that part don't even bother me. In fact, I feel like they add to the song, which is an even bigger surprise. I really wasn't expecting a 21 Pilots song to be my favorite #1 alternative hit of the year, but I guess you can never say never. Thank you guys for watching the first edition of I'm Gonna Rank It. I'm planning on doing another one of these, ranking the #1 Billboard mainstream rock songs of 2019 very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know what you think about this series, how I can improve it, what you want to see me tackle, and just in general if you want to see more of these. You can follow me on my social media links in the description, and check out some more videos and the gimmick on screen. I'll see you all next time.